Hi there, I'm JJ, and this is going to be an orchidial that I have posted on Instagram. It looks very much like an orchid, and it starts with this base that that is created in another model called Bulb Out Forever, and in Stiletto Lily it's also used. So if you look at the Bulb Out Forever, you'll get to this stage where the Stiletto Lily also starts. So the first thing we're going to do is open these up to have that X that has a strained surface, strained structure inside. It can't lay flat exactly because there's bunch of paper folded on the inside. And then unlike Stiletto Lily, which we folded these sides to the center like that, this one we're just going to bring up entirely up, create this diamond shape, and follow the crease all the way to the edges. Be careful to this is a very long fold, so it will end up in different spots if you're not careful with it, and that would ruin the final design. So try to get it as parallel to the middle as possible, and do that for all four of the sides. And you can compare where it's folded here at the tips as you fold them up. Stiletto Lily had the same thing, but it takes a different turn after this part. Rather than flip all the petals, we're gonna rearrange them so that it opens up to a bilateral flower like an orchid. So now with four of them folded up, it attains the X that the Stiletto Lily also had. But now we're just gonna take these three, bundle them up, and then have one on the bottom. That bottom one is gonna go the same way that Stiletto Lily went. It flips like so. That's gonna be the bottom petal or holder. And then as for these, we're gonna create, open them up by use of the folds that we already have. So we're gonna take this part of the diamond here, and we're gonna make a valley fold, opening this petal up like so. And then as we do that fold, you can see that it becomes very three-dimensional. That in fact, this could have been done after all of them, because that's just a flip of the petal and it kind of gets in the way. So if you fold this one and you continue to fold, it should line up with the other side of the diamond. But this one, on the inside of the petal, we're gonna squash it. So it's just gonna be a little tough to describe. It's like it's opening. I'll show you in a second. Just get that. It's like a, yeah, there we go. It squashes the middle into a rounded shape like that towards one side, making it a little upwards. Oh yeah. So this one's actually gonna be the middle. This one's gonna be the middle petal. So we went the wrong way. This wasn't supposed to be flipped. It's gonna be this middle one that gets flipped. Alright, so now that we have one of these folded like this, it attains like a cup shape, and then we go to the other side, do the same thing. Take this line, fold it over onto the diamond, align the edge to the as best possible. Align the edge to the other side of the diamond, and then squash open the, like, pretty much like wring it out to the other side, like so. But then there's also this fold, so it's along that line. You wring it out to create another cup-like structure. Alright, and then, since these are pointing down, this is going to be the pedal that we flip upwards. That's going to be the top pedal. And the bottom pedal is going to be this one, so we might as well flip it now. It's not going to be in the way anymore. Creating that bottom part that will later be curled this way and then that way. As for the top pedal, we're just going to open it up the same way as these, but evenly on both sides, rather than putting it towards one side. So it's going to be like, you just pretty much squash the middle of it. Like, squash as in open it up. Alright. Yeah. So that created that. And now, it's starting to go open up a little bit, as you can see, but if you keep this flat, the back of it flat, it should stay in its traditional position. Alright, so now you can see there's 4 sharper corners that we're going to curl from the middle to make it look like the petals are coming out from the inside also. But first, what we're going to do with this top pedal is flip it. It's like not even a fold, it's just inside out, but like, as you can see, there's a cup shape. So to create this kind of a thing, you just put it flat and then flip it to the other side without any folds. It's just like a bend, a constrained bend, and that creates a nice little curved addition. So now, in many videos I've shown how to do this. I already had one made to open up the inside so I can bulb out forever, but this I can use to curl it. So with the curls, it's going to attain its desired shape. So I'm going to start with the bottom one because it's the easiest. Just curl it in, grab the curl, curl it out a little bit, like that, and then the top. You can play around with the curls as you want. You can do like a diagonal curls or something like that to make it look different. And then these are gonna get curled in so they look smoother. I think if this was wet folded, it would look even better because the lines on the inside and the little creases that show up when you curl it would disappear. You could just use a tool to round it out. So that's mainly the structure of it. Now it's just the curling of the insides, which is a little tough to do with this one. I'd suggest something shorter, like maybe, oh, I just happen to have a battery. Because it's more layers of paper, it's easier to use something a little bigger than the rod that I use, just to put it against the surface and press it into a curl. Alright. And obviously the bottom ones are going to be the most difficult ones. I think I'll use the regular rod for that because they are very constrained in there. Like so. Okay. Mainly the structure is complete. And that's like, I didn't really give it a name. It's an orchidial bilateral symmetry, pretty much. Very simple to go, very simple model to go from the bulb out or from the stiletto lily and that's it. I put a stem on it, but that's gonna be a little tricky. As you can see, it opens up, so the stem is a little tough to hold. But yeah, it can go right through here like with the other flowers I've made, and then bend off of this side, so it stands at like 90 degrees and faces towards.